These love notes. No, seriously.
That's all we do.
Brianna and Lurch are here passing notes back and forth.
Yep.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is.
The teacher caught us.
Seriously, I love you. Yes or no? Do you love me?
Check yes or no.
No, she was asking for the Wi-Fi password.
Oh.
Because the Wi-Fi dropped.
Yeah, right. And meanwhile, she rips up the note when I point it out.
Right. So it's none of your damn business, all right?
Franklin the mailman was a Franklin. Checking in about time you're back, dude. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Al the mailman is here. Welcome back, part-timer. Bro, I'm not a part-timer. Trust me. I'm here all the time. Sean is here. Hello, Sean. Welcome back, Justin and crew. Sean and Jax. Dustin is here. Fat, but you're doing keto, right? Oh. Dustin, no, I haven't done keto in 2 weeks.
Not even.
Ever since Pilar got pissed at me, I can't do it by myself. I need help. What am I going to do? Make my little cheese roll-up thing by myself in the morning? Right. I don't know how to do that.
Well, I hope you and her make up some form, some way, just so you can get back to
keto.
Yeah, you've been out for a while, man. Like,
what, out on... I did keto for a week. I mean,
I
did it for 2 weeks.
Not keto.
And then
I'm
she
talking
got pissed at me.
You've been on the,
on the couch,
on
the beanbag?
Beanbag for a minute.
Yeah,
you know?
This is normal.
You need to...
Normal.
Got to figure this out.
Fish checks in. Good morning, favorite attorney and friends. You're best, Justin. You're a beast in the workforce. You deserve a cold beer on the beanbag, brother. Thank you.
Cold beer on the beanbag, he said.
That's a good point. I do have a refrigerator in there as well.
You're not getting off the beanbag.
Yeah. So that I mean, I could probably make that happen.
That's terrible.
So, now this was not a Florida story, but it's one that we must address here on this program.
Utterly must.
And I also have to thank Fish for this because I saw it on his Twitter this morning.
Sweet.
Before the show. So this would normally happen in Florida, yes. I totally agree.
Typically.
But you know these big old Bass Pro Shops? They're huge.
They are.
I don't know that I've been to one ever, but if I have been, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that they have like huge fish tanks inside of them? Almost like you're at an aquarium or something.
Yeah.
What do they have? I mean, are they selling these fish or is it just for looks?
Just for looks.
A man was caught on video. Not just one video either, by the way. Got on many videos while taking a quick swim through a fish tank at a Bass Pro Shop. He's now been arrested.
Quick swim.
The complaint was filed Friday morning in a Louisiana town. Bass Pro Shop determined there would be costs associated with emptying and cleaning the 13,000-gallon aquarium, which features species of fish local to the region. Now, I've got the audio here. Now, I don't know. You might need to go watch this somewhere, too, or if you're watching us on any kind of social media, we'll play it here. This is dude doing laps at the Bass Pro Shop.
I don't know.
And some commentary.
Oh, my gosh.
OMG.
He is swimming with sneakers. And I don't think he went there thinking he was going to do laps.
Look at him. He's his own little fish.
He's running out. How did he get out?
This is interesting.
So now he's just running through the Bass Pro Shop, soaking wet after doing laps inside of the aquarium. Now, I also have video of his actual dive in. Here he goes.
Whoa! No. Baby cries in background.
Oh my God.
Baby's pissed off. Mom, I told you could swim in that.
Were there any piranhas in that?
I don't think so, but let's just say that you go to, what has to be wrong with you to go to a Bass Pro Shop? Now, again, this is a big aquarium, almost like one you would see in an aquarium place, you know, like the Boston Aquarium or something.
Literally huge.
But what do you think? Do you think he went there thinking I'm going to jump in this water, or do you think something just came over him saying, "Oh, well, it looks pretty fresh in there"?
I think this was premeditated.
Oh, something definitely.
You believe it was? You think was it crystal meth, or was it just like he's trying to be funny?
This was a meth-induced.
What do you think came over him? Because it's either he was doing a video for his buddies or something. Or like for his YouTube channel, but it's not. I don't see that he has a YouTube channel.
He does not.
or do you think he was on drugs?
In that sense, I probably would say then he was on some kind of drug.
Right.
Because normally a lot of people will do things like that because they have a channel or because they have a means to socially put it out there. But if he doesn't have anything, then yeah, he was on meth.
He was
love
on
it.
meth.
I just now look. I would go to a Bass Pro Shop daily if I could see some dude diving in and doing laps
When's
in
the
the
last time you
aquarium.
went to a Bass Pro Shop?
It could be never. I might have.
Really?
I think I've been there once. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
What do you buy there? Guns?
Anything.
Is it fishing gear?
Yeah.
Well, I remember
that
we
too.
went because we had an event with the Wolf there for Christmas. So people were coming in to donate a toy, and then they can get their picture taken with Santa.
Ooh.
And I went in. Yeah, it's a huge.
Was
It's
it
big.
hunting
Huge
Santa
store.
or just like regular Santa?
Regular Santa. Yeah.
Did the Santa smell like cheese and beer?
Hey,
I don't know, but
doesn't everyone?
but I know Santa was partaking in the. He was eating with everyone, like his lunch.
Oh.
321-339-1055. Look, I would go to Bass Pro Shop every day if I could see that.
Yeah.
Every day. Shane B is here. He says that the dude was in the tank for his TikTok viewers. Is that actually some inside information? Because this dude didn't look like a TikToker, if you know what I'm saying.
Is he still in jail? Because we could put some money on his books on Friday.
That's a good idea. It looks like you need
He's
new
the guy.
shoes, pal.
He's the new guy. We're gonna put some money on his books.
Fish says he would actually live at the Bass Pro Shop if they had a room to rent. He likes it that much.
Wow.
Mick Dolan is here. What up,
Wow.
Mick? Pilar is a saint.
For putting up with you.
Yeah.
Chet is here. Hey, Chet, how are you? Chet from FedEx. Hey, gang, welcome back. We're glad to be back. Also, vigilante social distancers are still out in full force, apparently. How do you... You're at the grocery store, you're at a restaurant, whatever. Someone walks by you and it's, maybe they're a little bit closer than you would like. What do you
Right.
say? Do you say something? Do you give them a look, or do you just go about your business? What do you do?
And they're just like right next to me.
Sure.
Or I just keep going.
You're not going to even stare them down.
No.
You're just going to say,
keep
okay,
going.
wow,
There's
okay.
no need. I mean, I'm not gonna, unless like they're following me, then I'm gonna say something. But there's no need for me to say anything, and no need for me to
Right.
start anything. At
I'm not
Publix.
laughing at you. I'm still thinking of doing laps at the Bass Pro
Don't
Shop. I
start
can't
none.
get over it.
There won't be none.
Exactly.
Says Lurch.
All right, so Brianna, you're at a restaurant, and let's say you're at the bar at a restaurant, and you're ordering lunch by yourself, and there are several seats available, but some guy or girl sits next to you, well within 6 feet. How do you do to respond? What do you do?
I'll just probably get up and move.
You would move.
Yeah, I would just get up and like move one seat. Like I put at least a seat between us.
But that's different than being at the supermarket.
It is.
Because at a bar, if that were to happen, then obviously,
Obviously.
the guy or girl has to have some kind of interest if you're sitting by yourself and they decide to sit next to you.
Well, there's a steakhouse down in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, where this huge melee breaks out because this one lady thinks that these other people are getting a little too close to her. Now, it appears to me she's sitting at the bar, and some people are just not even sitting next to her, but getting a little close to her.
Right.
And she claims that according to the police report, it says the black woman claims the white guy in the USA shirt and his friends were not staying 6 feet away from her.
I mean, his hand is on the back of her chair.
Yeah.
So they're not exactly.
Yeah, I see that. I see it.
Even if there was no pandemic going on, if you walked up and put your hand on the back of my chair, but I don't know you, I'm going to say something.
It's just the way this report is written.
that
It's
thing where you-
it's
I'm sorry.
the way the report is written. It's really bridging the gap between the pandemic and racial inequality. If you think about it,
Absolutely.
It's like, based on the police report, the black woman claims the white guy in the USA shirt and his friends were not staying 6 feet away from her.
They were like descriptions. We had to set the scene for you.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, she yelling.
Oh, she's mad.
She's pissed. It's my man. The man in the USA shirt. I seen him. He walked up.
He spit on me. He coughed on me.
Dang.
There's the USA shirt. It looks like a softball
Yeah, he
uniform or
walked
something.
up.
Oh, now he's
There
pissed.
they are. Oh,
USA shirt guy is very unhappy. It also has an American flag on the shirt.
sure does.
Uh-oh. Oh, boom. Beer bottle.
Don't tread on him.
Citizen's arrest.
Wow.
It's a full-blown brawl here.
It's
now,
a
let me
whole
ask you a
brawl.
question. Let's say that there's a full brawl and you're almost finished with your dinner. Do you just kind of sneak out? Do you like, whoa, we were nervous for our family's well-being, and you sneak out without paying? I didn't have any cash to leave on the table.
You crazy.
But I was nervous about my family's well-being.
Look at him.
If there's a brawl in the restaurant, your steak is almost done. Do you sneak out?
Justin's so ghetto. Like, what's wrong with you?
I'm just asking a question.
You asking for a friend?
We know Justin would. I'll be honest. I would say I
It's our
would
chance, Pilar. Let's go.
at least talk to maybe a wait or someone there, and then if they kind of like tell me don't worry about it or they don't say anything, then I'll dip.
Well, I mean, look at this brawl. It's like going throughout the entire restaurant here.
Is it though?
Look, yeah,
Wow,
it
that was so dramatic.
It was going through the entire restaurant.
Thanks for the commentary, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, that was dramatic.
What would
I don't
you
know.
do?
I feel that it's an excuse to just sneak out of there.
Okay. It's
I
not
do.
but it's not a good excuse. So
Well, we're having a brawl throughout the entire restaurant. Am I just going to sit there with my two little kids worried about people flying on me? Okay, so I go-
Justin would be literally on the other side of the restaurant, and he would be like safe, and he would literally walk through the brawl to get his family out, just to like not pay that $40 tab.
I probably would not sneak out, but I think you would be right to do so.
Well,
Right,
I mean,
okay.
when you mix your kids into the scenario, I mean, it's tough because you don't want anything to happen to your kids.
I guess you could go wait in the car and for the next hour while the cops come and figure everything out and then come back in and pay.
Yes, we were in Applebee's once in Jacksonville, and a fight broke out. Some lady
At Applebee's? Get out of here.
Yeah, so like this is how it happened. Like we
Sit
saw the
there.
whole thing go down. So this couple came and sat down. Another like group came in, and I saw the lady looking at the lady, and apparently it was her best friend's husband on a date with not her best friend.
Oh,
You know, this
Yikes.
man's a little ballsy. So she was like,
A girl
I saw
fight.
her get up and walk outside, and I guess she called the wife. And then the wife showed up, and that's when the fight started.
Wow.
Because she walked right up in there, and I was like, yeah, kids.
Did the
Bring
guy,
them appetizers. Let's do this. So
Yeah, how did the guy commit suicide? Because you don't want to live life anymore past that
not
night.
really past that night. But a fight did ensue at the Applebee's on Lane Avenue in Jacksonville. And, you know, Applebee's has like multiple entrances and exits. So we were sitting like in the bar area towards the, like, I guess the back, which would be the like the to-go order exit. And we just asked for the check. And I was like, we'll be waiting outside on the curb. Because, again, it's Jacksonville. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
Guns come out
Duval
all the
County.
time. Right. I was like, hey, this is what we're going to do. Box this up and meet me outside by the curb, girl. We're going to be over there waiting.
I know you've always been tempted to hit the emergency exit alarm will sound door, but have you ever actually hit it to test it?
It was on accident, yeah.
You did?
It was at Twin Peaks,
Where was
actually.
it? Oh, yeah?
It was at
the
Twin
one right down the street?
No, the one on I Drive.
Oh, my gosh.
When they first opened that one.
What do you mean on accident? You mean you
they
did a
had-
shot of tequila and leaned back?
They had the one on the patio, and the lady was like, yeah, you can leave through the patio. And the only exit we saw was the emergency exit. So we were like, you know how like people come in and out. So we were like, well, maybe this is the one she's talking about, just disabled.
Yeah.
We opened that sucker was not disabled.
Oh, you mean the alarm went off?
Oh, yeah, it was
Oh,
like yelling
my
and
gosh.
screaming. Look at them. They trying to leave. They drunk. I was like, shut up.
See, I've been wanting to do that since I was about 4, but I've never had the intestinal fortitude to do so. But I thought it was all a joke. I thought it was like, you know, you go to a house now and it'll always say that this house protected by so-and-so. And
Right.
like, that's just a fake camera and a fake little note.
Justin's like, prove it.
I have a buddy that has one.
Yeah, it's fake, right?
Yeah, it's fake.
What's his address again?
I'm going to kick your door in just to test.
But it's worked. It's worked out for him.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
321-339-1055. Sid does check in. Hello, Sid. How are you, sir? And look, that was her talking about Applebee's. And by the way, it was the Applebee's in Jacksonville,
Yeah.
not yours. Sid, Justin, you wouldn't be passing out business cards after the brawl to help pay for your huge meal, would you?
Hey.
No. It's actually unethical for me to do.
All right.
Don't write me. Say,
Right.
Could they, like, let's say you did sneak out and didn't pay for your meal. Once the cops and the FBI and CIA
Yeah.
and NSA,
Everybody.
once they all check the video footage,
Right.
and they see you like sneaking out with your family, could they come back to you and
I
be
mean,
like,
technically, I think they could, although I would have a pretty good defense that, officer, I was worried about my 7 and 2-year-old and getting beat up by this entire huge melee.
Right. They were like, but sir, you never came back and paid your bill. That was 3 months ago, man.
I meant to.
And we see by the camera, you came back and dined here twice since then.
I've been really busy, though.
And another question, since we know that you like to visit bars and like Nights Pub and all these places often, have you seen brawls
no.
in front of you?
And by the way, I don't go out nearly as much as you think I do. I mean, very rarely, actually. Very rarely.
So you've never seen like a bar brawl?
No, never. Rich checks in. So now we know how Justin really affords that 500 horsepower car at his massive pool. Does my car have 500 horsepower, really? I have no idea.
I don't know.
The Maserati,
I've drifted in his
maybe
car.
not 500, but maybe a little bit less than that.
Yeah, is 500 a lot?
I mean, I would say so. My
500
car's
horses
only,
a lot?
My car's
It's
like
a lot of horses.
138.
I don't know if it's a fast car or not.
I mean, is 500 horses better than 38 horses?
Bebby in Tennessee. Good morning, everyone. Glad you're back. That man is crazy. What was he thinking?
What was he thinking?
I mean, look, you walk into the Bass Pro Shop and you start doing laps. Yes, you probably have some sort of mental
Something's wrong.
thing going on there. It's certainly not one of your best days.
It's not.
Although maybe it was a TikTok thing. Although he, again, doesn't look like a TikToker, if you know what I'm saying.
We'll look him up and see if he's still in jail. We'll give him some money this Friday. That'd be nice.
No more evictions and foreclosures for another month. DeSantis put out an order last night about this. I'll tell you what that means for you, whether you're a renter or a landlord. I'll tell you what it means for you. Quick break. Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark. Florida Man Radio. The Shannon Burke Show.
Peace, love, and hippies. The trend-setting light years away from the rest of the country. California has introduced a cold, almost ice cream-like beverage that they call a smoothie. That's amazing, Cheryl. Thank you for that report. I can't wait to try one of these smoothies in a decade or two when they make it out here to Cleveland.
The Shannon Burke Show. Afternoons from 3 to 7 on Florida Man Radio.
Oh, damn.
Join the conversation on ATF as we talk everything whiskey, bourbon, rum, cigars, and guns every Saturday afternoon from 3 to 4. It's ATF on Florida Man Radio. Brought to you by Bellicoso Cigars and Cafe in Mills 50 and Orlando FFL in Ocoee.
Do you have perfect employees? Of course not. People make mistakes. But are you covered for these risks? Employernomics can help you secure HR compliance. From risk management, workers' comp, benefits, payroll, taxes, and state compliance, you can count on Employernomics. They find solutions to reduce the cost and risk of having employees so you can focus on your business. For more information on how Employernomics can help you secure HR compliance, visit Employernomics.com. That's Employernomics.com.
It's time to burn all those COVID calories, so get off your ass and check out Fit to Row in College Park, Orlando's premium indoor rowing studio. Open now. Lose weight, tone up, get fit with no contrast. Fit to Row has you covered. A full body workout that's easy on the joints. Go to fittorow.net now or call 407-325-4781. That's 407-325-4781. Stay tuned to Florida Man Radio for your chance to win a free month at Fit to Row.
Does your water have a smell? What is it and how to get rid of it? Tune in this and every Saturday at 9 a.m. for Water Talk, brought to you by Carter Water. When it comes to water, there are lies, damn lies, and crazy stuff in it. Water Talk on Florida Man Radio, Saturdays at 9 a.m.
The arts are alive and well in Orlando, and we want to let you know what's going on. Join Chase Shilley, that's me, every Saturday from 2 to 3 to get to know the writers, musicians, artists, performers, and filmmakers who make up the rich landscape of Orlando arts and culture.
Hi, this is Connie Gellner from your local Stanley Steamer. At Stanley Steamer, we love homes, and that's why we are still cleaning them today for over 39 years in Central Florida. We're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and you and the ones you care about most are safe. Call 1-888-STEEMER.
Hey, it's Murph. As you know, I bought a house about a year ago. Great for our young kids. Big yard, lots of beautiful big trees. But this hurricane season's gonna be wild, and I needed to protect my family and investment. I found Central Florida Arbor Care. Their certified arborist, Steve, gave me a detailed proposal, walked the property with me, absolutely top-notch. I couldn't be happier with the professionalism and the work. Check them out, centralfloridaarborcare.com, or call 407-886-8733.
Hey, boss, I'm going to step out for a smoke. Wow, man, are you still smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, since my teens have been struggling with these things.
Well, you need to vape.
I don't know, man. I've heard so much negative news about vaping.
There were a few cases in the news found to be related to homemade vape juice, but did you know that more than 1,300 smokers die every day from tobacco-related illnesses? Vape products don't cause tobacco-related illness, but it'll solve your cravings for nicotine.
Hey, I saw a new vape shop today.
Apopka Vape, 1232 Rock Springs Road across from O'Brien's Auto Parts. Apopka Vape.
While Florida is known as the Sunshine State, we're also known for our severe storms and hurricanes. I'm attorney Michael Breen. If your property has been damaged during a storm, your insurance company may not have your best interests as its first priority, but your interests are our first priority. The law offices of Michael B. Breen can provide you with the legal support you need to take on the big insurance companies so you get the settlement you deserve. No fees, no costs unless we win. For details, visit stormclaimattorney.com. Offices, Altamont Springs.
Stop paying high electric bills and upgrade the value of your home today with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. It's never been easier. With no money down and financing options available, you'll be using the power of the sun to take back control of your power needs in no time. Get a free consultation and assessment of your home savings opportunities by calling IQ Power Solar today at 407-585-1018. Or to learn more, visit IQPowerSolar.com.
Hey, it's Logan Sekulow. The Logan Sekulow reprogram is Central Florida's hottest new daily radio show, airing Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. on Florida Man Radio. Wake up each morning to a brand new show covering our ridiculous lives, current events, interviews with incredible Americans, a weekly playlist featuring rock, metal, and real country music, a bit of politics thrown in there, and more. Join us for a daily celebration of our country and the freedoms that it provides, and we'll have some laughs along the way. If you miss real morning talk radio, this show is for you. The Logan Sekulow reprogram.
Florida Man is everywhere. In the car, on your radio at 660 AM and 105.5 FM. In the office or working from home. We're streaming live at FloridaManRadio.com. Out and about, on a run? Listen live on the free Florida Man Radio app and on your Alexa device by saying play 105.5 Florida Man Radio. There's no reason to miss any of your favorites, like the Bump of the Love Sponge show.
Hey Alexa, who are the most famous Bubbas?
According to Blogspot.com, Bubba and Howard are kings of media.
You're like that guy on the beach with a metal detector who finally found something.
You Have Power Radio with Justin Clark, The Ed Till Show, or The Shannon Burke Show.
At that point, I'm down hard. REM drink. Yeah. Like Ronald Reagan and I are bowling.
I do a rail of cocaine on the back of the toilet.
Florida Man Radio. Unfiltered, unafraid. Get it how you need to. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
Evictions and foreclosures were supposed to restart this morning. However, Governor DeSantis, and he was holding this really close to his vest until about 9 p.m. last night, finally issued an order suspending them again until the end of this month. So August 1st, they can start with evictions and foreclosures again. Now, I don't think they'll extend it again, and I think this is probably a tough call. Because I understand we want to protect people from getting kicked out of their house if they've lost their jobs. I understand all of that. I do. And I appreciate it. But then there's also people who are homeowners who are renting their house out to these people who they probably have their own mortgage payment. Right. So you do have to balance this out. What I do find interesting, though, is they're cutting off utilities at this point.
Right, so you got your house with no...
So essentially, these people are now going to be safe in their home without electricity or water.
Right.
I mean, how are we going to wash our hands to prevent the spread of the virus?
With some good old extension cord to your neighbor's house?
I mean, what would you wash your hair with? I mean, would you go... what do you do in that situation?
You go to the Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop. That's right.
Maybe that's what the dude was doing.
We know now.
So my understanding is, as we all know, the Kissimmee Utility Board, whatever it's called, began evicting people. Was it early last week?
Right.
I think.
Yeah. KUA out
here. Duke and FPL, I know, had extended theirs through today, and so, but now they're going to go start cutting people off. That's it.
Here we go.
So you can stay in your house, but you won't have any water, AC, or light. No big deal.
But they wouldn't have that problem if they had Solar.
If they went solar, my friends at IQ Power Solar would make
Shameless
sure you did not have that problem. No, I do this because they are my friends, because I have solar through them. I even paid for my solar.
You did.
IQ Power Solar is the best, though. But so if you go solar on your house, literally, they can't cut your power off because you have solar.
Right.
You're providing your own energy and electricity and everything.
Which I could put a tarp up over my house to block the sun? Not happening.
Yeah. So they're not going to do that.
Not happening.
So people who have solar, even if they're still making payments on solar, if you don't make your solar payment, they can't really do anything. They're not going to come take the solar off your house.
Right, they're going to repossess your panels.
No, they can't. I mean, I guess in theory they can do that, but it's like literally never happened. No one's going to come up and take the panels off of your house. So
Right.
this is maybe the best time ever to go solar with
Wild.
IQ Power Solar. And feel free to call them, iqpowersolar.com or 407-585-1018. That wasn't a plug. That was me telling you real life stuff.
Okay.
Seriously.
Which also happened to me.
I love my solar. Love it. Love it.
Do you hug your solar panels?
It's too high up, and I don't like ladders, Lurch. I can't get up there.
You don't like heights?
Not really. Do you? Let's say that you have an opportunity. It's your anniversary with Eunice, and she says, you know what, honey? I want to go ride in a hot air balloon. What would you say?
I'd say let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We actually want to ride a hot air balloon.
Let's say, honey, it's our 1 year anniversary. I want to go skydiving. What would you say?
We have already.
You've been skydiving?
Not together, but yeah, we have. Yeah, I've been skydiving.
And you had a dude hugging you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it was one of that kind of
Yeah.
skydiving
Good
deals.
old tandem.
Sadly.
From behind.
Yay.
Have you ever been skydiving, Brianna?
Nope.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
I have.
How is it one of these that's connected to the ground, or it went flying around?
It was flying around. The one that did, right, go straight up, go straight back down.
Did you get the fast pass to ride the... You know what I have
No,
been on,
they're
though? I've been on that little Dumbo ride at Disney. Does that count? It's the one that goes up and down. No, it's Aladdin. That's the only. Every time I go to Disney, it's the only one I will ride because it's the only one that has no line because it sucks.
Do you ride roller coasters?
Not really.
Really?
Nah. I mean, it's been a long time.
Do you think he rides roller coasters?
It's been a decade or so.
What is the last roller coaster you've...
SeaWorld.
What?
I don't know what it was called. I know it went up and down and did a little loop-de-loop.
Did it even have seatbelts?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It definitely had
Probably
the bar.
not, because
Had
it
a
was in
bar.
the kids section. That's
Was
why.
it the
Isn't that one up and down and loop de loop?
I have no idea what it was called. I have no interest in riding a roller coaster
It's
at all.
called the Baby Mantis. He rode it.
Yeah, I'm not going to ride a roller coaster.
So we go to Busch Gardens, you're not going to ride on SheiKra?
I mean, if
Ooh,
someone
Sheikra
like
scared
bugged
the
me,
hell out of me.
if you guys went with me and you bugged me so much, like, well, you're not gonna, like if you did it for like an hour, I would ride a roller coaster with you. But I have no desire to go and wait in line and ride a roller coaster. Number one, I'm 40 years old. Number two,
what does that have to do with anything?
Because like it's for kids, isn't it?
Roller coasters?
All these rides are for little kids.
What?
Yes.
Is that why whole adults have like whole annual passes to places without kids?
Yes. They obviously have mental problems. Like, what do you want to do?
So I'm sorry. I just want to be clear about what you're saying. Are you saying that adults that don't have kids that have annual passes to theme parks have mental problems?
No.
That's exactly what he said.
I meant.
So we agree.
I meant that I'm normal and you're not.
Oh,
that's what I meant to say.
So we agree that they're weird.
Yes.
Oh.
I just don't understand the concept of paying $200 to sit outside. Have you been outside lately? It's 150.
It's hot as hell.
And now you're going to go wait 2 hours to like throw your hands up and go, woo! That's not fun to me. It doesn't seem like fun at all.
Right.
How is that fun?
I know.
Do you know how hot it is?
Yeah, it's hot out there.
Thrilling.
And then, if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, a huge electrical storm will roll through and cool it down a little bit while you're outside.
Cool it down, he says.
It's true. We're going to get a storm at 3. I can't wait for the storm at 3. It's going to be a little cooler out. Yeah, with lightning.
This just in. Justin Clark says people that hold annual passes have mental problems.
No. Hey.
It is what it is. That's fine.
I get it if you have little kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just a straight up adult, like EC, for instance, our old producer, he had annual passes. He has no kids. Like him and his wife, they had to, we'll go to SeaWorld on Monday, Universal on Tuesday. We'll hit a few of the parks. We'll do a, what do you call when you go to all the parks at once?
hopper.
We'll park hop on the weekend.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, have you ever thought about like, I don't know, taking a nap? Watching a movie? It's too much.
It's perfect. We ain't got kids.
But see, he doesn't have to be on a beanbag, though.
That's right. Ooh.
It's a really nice beanbag.
I thought it was a low-key drag.
It's a really comfy beanbag.
Well, I did have an annual pass to Universal a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I went 3 times. So at least it paid for itself in that sense. But I just didn't have time.
There's also height restrictions on rides, Justin. So you got to admit that all rides aren't for kids. Especially when it's like, oh, your kid's too short.
I thought you were calling me super duper short.
What?
Yeah, I thought you were doing the Napoleon thing back at me.
Well, you might as well be
no.
if you don't like going on rides.
But since we're here,
I like Fun Spot though. Fun Spot is cool, and I like the dude who owns Fun Spot on the commercial.
John.
Yeah, I like him, and there's not really lines, and it's not as expensive.
Yeah.
I like Fun Spot. That's where I would go.
Would you ride the rides on
Park?
Fun
You don't.
Spot?
Yeah, you can park there, and you don't have to like find a train to take you to the front gate. That's genius right there.
Yeah.
What?
I said, would you ride the rides at Fun Spot?
Sure. Why
The
not?
kiddie
I
rides.
love Fun Spot. Oh my gosh. Cannot.
Fun Spot.
But what if your daughter, let's say Sophia's 14, 15, and they have a field trip to Universal or SeaWorld,
right?
Or Busch Gardens,
Yeah.
and you chaperone,
Yeah.
Are you gonna punk out in front of like her and her friends?
No, absolutely not. I'm not going to embarrass her. My dad is a wuss.
Let me also tell you that when she's 14, she ain't want to be hanging out with him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably true.
She barely wants to hang out with me at 7.
It's going to break his little heart, but...
Wait till she's double.
Right. It ain't going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know all the right answers. I don't.
Would you be a chaperone for a field trip?
Sure, absolutely. I already took their whole class to a field trip at my TV show.
TV show.
No, they all came to the TV show. That was fun. So I kind of chaperoned that.
But technically, like, he didn't go out of his way to do it. It was a day that he had to record.
Yeah.
He was already going to be there.
Absolutely.
So for him to actually chaperone at, like, SeaWorld or Marineland or something like that, he'd have to go out of his way to make these things happen.
Yeah, now that becomes a time constraint for
Would
me.
not happen.
You know what? I think her kindergarten class actually came here to this radio station like 2 years ago or whenever she was in kindergarten and did a radio show with me. Correct. It was before Lurch arrived.
Before I arrived.
It was before Brianna
2
arrived.
years ago.
It was at least 2 years ago. We were doing our show next door. It wasn't on this. This station wasn't in existence then.
Was it for Bud?
Yeah, Bud.
Okay.
Bud.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, we're not even a year old.
Yeah, good point. So the courthouse as well. So we know no foreclosures, no evictions for another month.
Right.
But the courthouse as well is rolling back from phase 2 to phase 1. Is this a sign of things to come?
Oh, snap-a-dapple.
So Orange and Osceola County, so they all operate together, okay? Orange and Osceola are together.
Little brother, little sister.
Well,
yeah.
if you listen to me, sometimes that's true.
That's what you say.
The Ninth Judicial Circuit, which is Orange and Osceola, has been in phase 2 restrictions since June 5th, which allow for limited in-person contact with protective measures, according to Chief Judge Don Myers, who's doing a great job over there.
That you haven't worn yet.
The circuit will now go back to phase 1, under which in-person contact is inadvisable, court facilities are effectively closed to the public, and in-person proceedings are rare. Essential operations like first appearance hearings, criminal arraignments, and hearings on risk protection orders will continue in person whenever a remote option is not available. Myers also said, though, that no judges or court employees have tested positive for the virus.
Good for them.
Good.
But a bunch of state attorneys have, and public defenders have. So if you know anything about the court system, especially the criminal court system, the state attorney's office is kind of right there next to the courthouse, along with the public defender's office. It's all right there together. And of course, the state attorneys they're the ones that prosecute criminals, essentially. They're in court all day, every day. And the public defenders are there defending criminals, and they're there all day, every day. State Attorney Aramis Ayala said that 2 of her employees, including one attorney, has tested positive for the virus. And she says that she's not going to allow them to return to work, and they're quarantining everyone they've been around, all that sort of thing.
Awkward.
Public Defender Robert Wesley confirmed 5 of his employees, including 4 attorneys, have tested positive for the virus. So, and if you know anything also about the criminal system, this is a younger breed of attorneys typically who are just starting out. Not all of them, but a lot of them are younger. So They're, what are they doing on Friday and Saturday nights?
As in what age younger? As in,
I mean, I would say the average age in the for a state attorney is like 30.
Okay,
because
I know you're
old.
40. but honestly,
millennials.
Yeah, but honestly though, when I think of
young
lawyers, I think more like 50, 60, 65.
Yeah.
So I would put you in that younger lawyer demographic.
I'm still considered a young lawyer, actually. I think this is my last year of being considered a young attorney.
Really?
I think once you hit 41, they say, well, you can't. So I always win this award called, what is it, Rising Star or something?
So you're going to be
They said the star rose.
You're going to be a shattered star.
And they say that you can win that for the first 15 years, or 10 or 15 years of practice, or until you reach 41. What?
Now, is that something that's given just to one lawyer, like every?
No, it's given to like up to 2% of the lawyers.
So they give it to anybody. Okay, cool.
So 2% is not a lot. Not a lot.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, right.
Everyone has one.
And it's not something I pay for.
I have one in my cubicle.
I mean, I could win 1,000 awards if I gave them a check for $500. They're, you're the who's who of lawyering. Okay, I'm not giving you $500.
40 under 40,
jerk.
So how do you win that? Right?
I don't know. It's like people write in. I don't know. It just happens naturally.
I write in for them and I send them a check, and then they give us
I have never sent a check for an award. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Well, I hope you wouldn't, because then it would invalidate your.
Exactly. 321-339-1055. Let's hit some text messages. Shane B says he did hear the dude who was swimming in that tank was he challenged his viewers to give him a ton of likes and views, and if he reached the goal, he would jump in the tank at the Bass Pro Shop. So I guess he is a TikToker.
Oh, darn it.
Keith is here. What's up, Keith? How are you? What is your reference on the Duke Energy story? So my understanding is they had extended their moratorium on cutting people's electricity until today, and I don't believe that they've extended it. So my feeling is that they will start cutting people off, like they did in Kissimmee. So, yeah, good news, you're going to save your house, but you won't have a light.
Right.
Or be able to wash your hands. I mean, look, we're begging people to wash their hands, but we're going to cut off their water?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever you do, wash your hands, but we're going to cut your water off. It's kind of hard to wash your hands. I mean, what do you do? I guess you need to take a bucket right now and start filling up your bathtubs. I don't know. What do you do?
Or something.
Or just go outside around 3 or 4 o'clock and
all those misfired sprinklers.
They'll be fine.
Sean and Jack said it's okay to be weird. I'm 43 and love roller coasters.
There you go.
Bill is here. Hello, Bill. How are you? Greetings, everybody. Glad you're back. Justin Lurch held it down for you.
Yes,
let me be clear about roller coasters. I don't think you're weird if you like a roller coaster. Okay.
You called them weird, okay?
You said they have
weird.
mental.
You said they have mental problems. You said they're weird.
I just find it unusual.
Now you're saying they're unusual.
Maybe I'm the weird one. Okay,
So they're
I'm the weird one.
unusual.
All right, you're right. I'm the weird one who thinks it's not cool to go stand outside and wait in line for 3 hours when it's 110, sweating, paying $200 to wait on this roller coaster so I can throw my hands up in the air and yell, woo! You're right. It's me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem here. Not you. It's me.
I'm glad you admit it.
Right. That's the first step, is acknowledging the problem.
Sid's going to nominate me for Best Lawyer in the Orlando Weekly. All right. I'm in.
No, it should be Orlando Sentinel.
I'll have a check waiting on you in my office.
All right.
Colin checks in. Colin, what's up, my brother? Justin and his litigation trophy.
Oh, no.
Star of the week.
That's so funny.
Whatever. Don't care.
Do you have like an employee of the month program like at your office?
No, not really. No, I don't.
And you don't?
No.
You never thought about it? You don't care?
I mean,
Your
it just makes me
employees'
feel
morale.
like, I feel like, Publix does that, and then they hang their little picture up saying, congratulations to team member of October.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know. I don't like it. No.
Here's the thing.
Like
at this
Clarkie
point,
of the month?
At this point now, if we were to start like an employee of the month program, whoever was first would get dragged.
What do
it
you
doesn't
mean?
matter who it is, because a lot of people have been there an awfully long time. So it doesn't matter who he picks. If he picks one, a lot of people are going to be upset.
That's a very good point. So if I picked one as of now, I'd have 20 other people super pissed at me.
Pissed.
So the
Like
employee of the
pissed,
month is really to help morale in the office.
Yeah.
I would turn off everyone except that one person. I hope they do a great job because they're going to have to do it all by themselves at this point.
Because the other people
Everyone
are gonna
else
get
is
pissed,
quitting.
basically. And you got to
a good
realize
point.
that you can't pick more than one person, but no one's going to see it that way. They're going to see it as Justin jilting everyone else.
So in essence, you failed them by not implementing that when you first started.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's maybe a little bit juvenile for a law firm to have employee of the month.
So employee morale is juvenile?
No, employee morale very important. That's why we go. What do we go? Wekiva Island once a year.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were supposed to do that this year too, but it got canceled because of the
What do you do at Wekiva Island?
We barbecue,
We get a
we
cabana,
drink,
we
get
like,
canoes, the whole shebang.
But we also go to the beach once a year too, like like for a weekend.
Yep.
They'll, like,
I pay
put us
for
all
it
in
all.
hotels.
Really? Yep.
He pays for like
maybe we should invite Lurch. I mean, I spend more time with him pretty much than I do people at the office.
And he likes you more than a lot of people.
That's very true. Except not yesterday. You should have seen the text he sent me yesterday when I said we were going to do a best of again. It was essentially it was like a middle finger saying, seriously, he was not thrilled.
I don't think he was thrilled at the time in which, like the first, like on Monday, you let us know by like 7:30.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, I was already halfway here, and then I got a text message. And I was like, bro,
because I was trying to do this and work, and I was like, I just can't do it.
I'm like, what are you doing?
So it was a little bit bleeding. All right, give me the middle finger text. What did you say?
I put, hey man, I'm sure you're busy, and I don't want to bother you, but will you be coming in tomorrow?
No.
I need to know only so I can start preparing a best of.
No. The text from yesterday morning. Yesterday morning text.
You talking about the one in our group chat?
I don't know if it was a group chat or
He
not.
responded to
It was
you?
a middle finger text message.
Was it?
Well, I mean, it wasn't actually a middle finger, but I mean,
Of course it wasn't, obviously.
My visual of the text, he was giving me a middle finger.
Right.
In his head.
Oh, I put, I
Here
don't
we go.
have time to make a best of for today, so I'm going to pull one from a previous one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a middle finger.
That was a middle finger.
It's not a middle finger. He just knew he was wrong
And
in
then
his delivery.
And then Stevie sent me a text like, "Yeah, don't do this again." I was like, "I'm sorry." So I don't know. Look, it's not going to be a problem. It was the end of the month and the end of the quarter, and I have everyone out at my firm.
Did you feel societal pressure to come in today?
Yeah.
Did you not want to be here?
No, I'm good now.
Are you sure?
I'm good.
Okay.
It took me a minute to transition my head to this, but I'm good.
You look, you don't want to be here.
You would have gotten a FU message from me if
I didn't show up today. Well, especially after confirming again last night. Yeah.
Then waking up this morning, I can't do it, Lurch. Lurch will be like, you know what? I'm going to do the show.
I hope you've already purchased all of your All Lives Matter gear from Walmart. Have you bought any All Lives Matter shirts from Walmart yet?
I have not.
No.
But have you since you
No,
like to
I
go to
haven't.
Walmart a lot?
Since you're right. You're frequenting the
From
Walmart.
Sanford. in
Walmart has taken merchandise with the slogan All Lives Matter off of its website. So let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Amazon has all these third-party resellers,
Yes.
basically? Now, that is what Walmart does as well?
Yes.
So now they're blaming their third-party resellers
Mm-hmm.
and saying they're distancing themselves from the third-party retailers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a brilliant plan. I mean, essentially, you just create a website for other people to sell their little gimmicky stuff, and then you
Right.
get a cut.
Absolutely.
And then if they sell something stupid,
You can
you're
blame
like,
them.
well, it was a third-party retailer. It wasn't us.
It's a digital flea market. It's perfect.
So I really didn't know Walmart had already turned to this third-party reseller
Yeah, they have
thing.
a while.
That's been going on for how long, would you say?
Several years, I'd say.
Wow.
I've
That's what
noticed,
I
and I
heard.
only noticed this the other day. Again, I was looking for a Nintendo Switch again. I still can't find one, and it was like, oh, Johnny Be Bad will send you one for $600.
Johnny B.
From
Bad.
Paramore.
Yeah,
Right, Johnny B. from Paramore.
Sales of the products will be halted indefinitely, the company said.
Indefinitely.
It has no plans to remove variations such as Blue Lives Matter, though, which refers to the color of uniforms worn by police officers.
That's right.
I think you're going to get mad at me, but it's probably a good idea right now to not sell the... I know you're going to get pissed.
Here we go.
But let's kind of talk this out for a moment.
Let's talk it out.
It's probably a good idea to not sell All Lives Matter shirts and gear right now.
Why?
Because it's bad timing.
Mental illness? Is that what we're going to blame this?
No.
I'm joking.
I
No.
just think it's bad timing to sell because you're kind of like shunning the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Look, I believe that all lives do matter. I mean, yes, we even turtles, they matter. Like all turtles matter.
All the lives.
We understand that.
All the turtles.
However, it's kind of like making its own statement against the Black Lives Matter movement And I don't think that it's probably bad time.
Just the timing.
What do you think, Lurch?
I mean, I can agree with that statement. It's just that in life, everything is about timing. And this is let them have their little say, and then slowly introduce everything else. So yes, timing.
Brianna, your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts?
I agree.
Really?
Of course.
With me?
With you. Yes, Justin,
Damn.
I agree with you. And I agree with Lurch. It is all about timing. And at this point now, I think everyone could definitely agree that all lives can't matter until we individually address all the lives that fall under all.
Because I was gonna say, let's say it was flipped, and let's say it was for police, people and that work in police.
Yeah.
And let's say it's something that was really affecting them, and they're like, police lives matter. But then you say, no, well,
All
life,
lives matter.
all lives, civilian lives matter too. But this is just specifically for
Right.
law enforcement.
Right.
Do you think turtles do matter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, snapping turtles.
Yeah, we could do without snapping turtles, though. What benefit does society get from them? Not all turtles do matter, actually.
What?
Yeah, snapping turtles don't matter. Why do I have to worry about going to save the little poor turtle from the middle of the road? Which is, I'm trying to do my duty to save the animals, and this MF snaps me. How do I know that's a snapping turtle? And all turtles don't matter.
Let's say you're in the middle of a road, no one is coming behind you, or there's no one around, and you see a turtle trying to cross the road. Would you stop, help it out, or would you just keep going?
He'd be worried it's going to get snapped, so he's just going to...
Yeah.
And by the way, the snapping turtle...
It depends on the day. Is it raining or not?